If you're over 60 and you've noticed your legs feeling less steady, your arms losing strength, or simply that you're not as physically resilient as you once were, you are not alone. But here's something most people don't realize. This decline isn't just old age setting in. It's often a silent process called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that begins as early as your 50s and accelerates without the right intervention. Now, here's the surprising part. New clinical research has identified a natural nutrient that can actively stimulate muscle repair, even in people who are unable to exercise. This isn't just theory. It's been used in hospital settings to preserve muscle in bedridden patients. And yes, it works even when you're at rest. In today's video, I'll reveal what this nutrient is, how it interacts with your body on a cellular level, and how combining it with one everyday food can dramatically boost results. It's affordable, widely available, and may help not only your physical strength, but also your mental confidence. Because when your body feels stronger, your mind follows. Stay with me. This could change everything. So, what is this mystery ingredient for muscle health I mentioned earlier? It's called HMB, short for beta-hydroxy-beta-methylbutyrate. Despite the scientific name, HMB is not a synthetic lab product or pharmaceutical invention. It's actually a naturally occurring compound that your body already makes in small amounts, especially when it breaks down the essential amino acid leucine, found in foods like eggs, dairy, and lean meats. Here's where it gets fascinating. HMB doesn't just support muscle, it protects it. On a cellular level, HMB helps slow muscle breakdown and promotes the rebuilding of muscle fibers, crucial for anyone over 60 dealing with muscle loss, even without physical activity. But there's a catch. As we age, our ability to convert leucine into HMB declines sharply, starting around age 50 and accelerating beyond 60. Even if you're eating protein, your body might not be making enough HMB to truly maintain muscle. And what's more, aging muscle tissue becomes less responsive to the HMB your body does manage to produce. This anabolic resistance creates a double barrier: limited production and reduced uptake. That's why many older adults continue to lose muscle despite a decent diet. But here's the empowering truth. Studies now suggest that supplementing directly with HMB can bypass this age-related bottleneck, effectively preserving and even rebuilding muscle mass in older individuals. It's been used clinically for decades in hospitals to help bedridden patients retain strength. Think of it this way. The stronger your body stays, the more confident, independent, and mentally energized you feel. Aging doesn't mean fading. It means adapting smarter. And knowing how to support your body at a cellular level is one of the most powerful forms of prevention. Let's keep going. What comes next may surprise you. Now that we understand how HMB production declines with age, the next question is, can supplementing with HMB really make a difference, especially for those who can't lift weights or hit the gym? The science says yes, and it's quite compelling. Extensive. Research now shows that HMB can help preserve and even rebuild lean muscle mass in older adults without the need for intense resistance training. This marks a significant shift in how we think about aging and muscle health. Traditionally, we've emphasized heavy exercise as the primary weapon against sarcopenia. But for many seniors dealing with joint pain, poor balance, or chronic illness, that simply isn't realistic. HMB offers a metabolic alternative, working at the biochemical level to protect muscle from within. What's truly fascinating is how HMB works on multiple fronts. First, it suppresses specific enzymes that break down muscle proteins, slowing the destructive side of aging. At the same time, HMB activates the mTOR pathway, a key cellular switch that tells your body to build new muscle tissue, even when you're at rest. But that's not all. Studies suggest that HMB also helps repair damaged muscle cell membranes and may reactivate satellite cells, the muscle's own stem-like repair system, which becomes sluggish with age. In real-world trials, seniors supplementing with HMB showed measurable improvements in strength and mobility, even when confined to bed or recovering from surgery. And here's the bigger picture. When your body regains strength, your mind follows. Confidence returns. Independence feels possible again. It's not just about muscle. It's about restoring dignity and vitality. So if exercise isn't currently an option for you, don't lose hope. There is a cellular path forward, and we're just getting started. Let's keep going. Now, let's look at what real-world data tells us. A pivotal study published in the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults who supplemented with HMB were able to maintain their muscle mass over 10 days of complete bed rest, while those taking a placebo lost a significant amount of lean tissue. This is more than just a number. It represents a powerful metabolic shield at a time when the body is most vulnerable. For older adults, muscle loss can occur 5 to 10 times faster than in younger people during periods of inactivity. Just 1 week in a hospital bed can result in up to 10% loss in muscle mass, something that can take months to recover, if at all. Another clinical trial focusing on long-term care residents showed equally impressive outcomes. Those supplementing with HMB for 12 weeks experienced a 13.7% increase in grip strength and a 17.8% increase in leg strength, translating to improved mobility, daily function, and a stronger sense of autonomy. But let's be clear, HMB is not a miracle pill. It works best when paired with adequate nutrition and whatever level of movement is realistic for your condition. A balanced intake of protein supplies the raw materials for muscle repair, while even light activity, such as walking, chair exercises, or resistance bands, can boost circulation and neural signaling. And for those battling sarcopenia, a condition that affects nearly 1 in 3 adults over 60 and up to half of those over 80, HMB can be an empowering tool in your daily defense against frailty and dependency. The clinical sweet spot appears to be 1.5 to 3 grams per day, ideally split into 2 or 3 doses to keep levels stable. Always consult your physician before starting any supplement, especially if you have kidney concerns or take medication. This isn't about chasing youth or building a bodybuilder's frame. It's about holding on to the strength that keeps you independent, mobile, and dignified as you age, with confidence in both body and mind. And that's a goal worth striving for. So now that we've explored the science behind HMB, let's talk about how to make it even more effective. The next step: integrating 7 specific whole foods that naturally support muscle preservation. These everyday options contain nutrients and bioactive compounds that work synergistically with HMB, enhancing its muscle protective effects through complementary metabolic pathways. They also provide essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that aging bodies rely on for strength, recovery, and resilience. When combined thoughtfully, HMB and these foods can create a powerful, sustainable foundation, not just for physical function, but for restoring energy, confidence, and quality of life. Ready to dive in? Let's begin. Let's begin with one of the most underrated yet powerful foods for older adults: cottage cheese. This humble dairy food is exceptionally rich in leucine, the very amino acid your body uses to naturally produce HMB. That's a game changer, because HMB works at the cellular level to slow muscle breakdown while promoting new muscle synthesis, 2 processes critical for those facing sarcopenia. What makes cottage cheese especially valuable is its dual function. It provides immediate muscle support through high-quality protein and also fuels longer-term protection by helping your body generate its own HMB. Clinical studies show that leucine from whole food sources like cottage cheese can contribute meaningfully to muscle preservation, even during periods of low activity, which many seniors face. So how can you use it? Try starting your morning with half a cup of cottage cheese topped with berries and flax seeds, Or mix it with fresh herbs, olive oil, and garlic for a savory, protein-rich spread. But perhaps most effective. Enjoy a serving about 30 minutes before bedtime. Cottage cheese contains slow-digesting casein protein, providing a steady supply of leucine overnight, just when muscle breakdown naturally accelerates in older adults. It's a small habit with potentially powerful results. Continuing from cottage cheese, another standout in muscle-preserving nutrition is Greek yogurt. What sets it apart is its concentrated protein content, almost triple that of regular yogurt, thanks to its straining process. This makes it a rich source of leucine, the amino acid your body uses to produce HMB. And as we've seen, HMB plays a critical role in slowing muscle breakdown and stimulating repair at the cellular level, particularly after age 60. But Greek yogurt has an added advantage. Its proteins digest at varying rates. Some are absorbed quickly, offering an immediate leucine supply, while others are absorbed more slowly, providing a sustained release that helps overcome the anabolic resistance seen in aging muscle. This is especially important for seniors, who often need higher protein doses to trigger the same muscle-building response as younger adults. To make it part of your routine, consider replacing sour cream with Greek yogurt in dishes like baked potatoes, tacos, or dips. It's a simple swap that upgrades your meal's muscle-supporting potential. Or build a high-protein breakfast parfait by layering Greek yogurt with fruit, seeds, and cinnamon. For a more complete nutrient boost, blend it into smoothies with leafy greens and berries. And for optimal muscle preservation, choose full-fat varieties. The healthy fats improve absorption of fat-soluble nutrients like vitamin D, which further supports muscle repair, hormone regulation, and resilience. Greek yogurt isn't just a snack. It's a strategic tool for staying strong, energized, and independent as the years go on. Let's keep building smarter. Following Greek yogurt, let's move to a true nutritional powerhouse for aging muscles: eggs. Nature designed eggs with an almost perfect amino acid profile, rich in high-quality, complete protein, and particularly dense in leucine, the key precursor to HMB. When you eat eggs, your body converts leucine into HMB, which helps protect muscle tissue from breakdown and promotes cellular repair, especially after age 60 when both processes slow dramatically. What sets eggs apart is their exceptional bioavailability. This means your body can absorb and utilize nearly every bit of their nutrients, especially important for older adults whose digestive efficiency may decline with age. Research shows that HMB derived from egg protein works through multiple mechanisms. It helps suppress pathways involved in muscle degradation while stimulating muscle protein synthesis. In essence, eggs address both sides of the muscle maintenance equation. So, how can you incorporate them wisely? Start your day with 2 to 3 eggs, prepared any way you enjoy, scrambled with spinach, poached over whole grain toast, or in a veggie-packed omelet with herbs and cheese. This morning, protein infusion supports muscle activity during peak hours of energy and movement. For lunch, try sliced boiled eggs in a salad to enhance satiety and protein intake. Even dinner can benefit from eggs. Frittatas with vegetables make a quick, nutrient-dense option that helps fuel overnight muscle repair. Eggs aren't just breakfast. They're a simple, strategic ally in your daily routine for staying strong and independent. Let's move on to our next food. Now that we've covered eggs, let's turn to another nutritional powerhouse that works beautifully alongside HMB: salmon. This remarkable fish delivers a rare 1-2 punch. It's rich in high-quality protein, loaded with leucine, and packed with omega-3 fatty acids that create a muscle-preserving environment at the cellular level. When you eat salmon, your body converts its leucine content into HMB through a metabolic cascade that helps slow the muscle breakdown that naturally accelerates after age 60. But what makes salmon uniquely powerful is that while leucine-derived HMB helps block catabolism, the omega-3s work on another front, reducing chronic low-grade inflammation. That's crucial, because age-related inflammation has been directly linked to faster progression of sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. Science supports this dual-action approach. Clinical studies show that older adults with higher omega-3 intake tend to have better muscle retention, mobility, and even reduced risk of falls. Salmon is a smart way to feed both your muscles and your mind. Its nutrients support not only physical strength but emotional resilience. To integrate it easily, aim for 4 to 6 ounces of salmon 2 to 3 times per week. Grill it with lemon, olive oil, and herbs for a simple dinner. Add canned salmon to a mixed green salad for a no-cook lunch. For maximum benefit, pair it with antioxidant-rich vegetables like bell peppers, spinach, or broccoli to further support muscle protection and recovery. Salmon isn't just food, it's muscle medicine in disguise. Let's keep going. As we continue exploring powerful HMB-supporting foods, lean beef earns a well-deserved place on the list. Among all protein sources, beef ranks among the highest in naturally occurring leucine, making it exceptionally efficient for HMB production, the compound that helps prevent muscle breakdown and supports repair, especially vital after age 60. But beef offers more than just leucine. It's one of the most nutrient-dense proteins, delivering a complete amino acid profile alongside critical muscle-supporting nutrients like creatine, carnitine, iron, and zinc. These elements work synergistically with HMB to maintain muscle integrity, energy metabolism, and neuromuscular function. For older adults who may have smaller appetites, the high nutritional density of beef allows them to obtain significant benefits from modest portions. To incorporate beef wisely, choose lean cuts such as sirloin, tenderloin, or 93% lean ground beef, and aim for 3 to 4 ounces 2 to 3 times per week. This provides enough leucine to stimulate HMB production without excessive saturated fat. Prepare it in ways that preserve nutrients and enhance bioavailability. Try stir-frying thinly sliced beef with colorful vegetables and fresh ginger for an anti-inflammatory boost, or simmer lean beef in hearty soups with legumes and greens for a full-spectrum meal. Beef is more than a comfort food. It's a concentrated source of strength, especially when paired with mindful preparation and plant-based pairings. For older adults seeking resilience without overcomplication, it's a practical, evidence-backed option worth keeping on the plate. Now, let's look at our next smart food choice. After discussing whole food sources like lean beef, it's time to spotlight one of the most efficient HMB-supporting options available, whey protein. This fast-digesting supplement contains one of the highest concentrations of leucine, with up to 14% of its amino acid profile dedicated to this powerful HMB precursor. When consumed, whey is rapidly absorbed, delivering leucine to muscle cells within 30 minutes. A portion of this leucine is then converted into HMB, triggering potent anti-catabolic effects just when older muscles need them most. This timing is crucial, because with age, muscles become more prone to breakdown and less responsive to repair. Signals. Whey's rapid action helps counteract this decline by supporting both immediate and sustained muscle protection. To incorporate it easily, blend 1 scoop of high-quality whey protein, about 25 g, into 8 ounces of milk or a milk alternative. This provides around 3 grams of leucine, which is typically enough to stimulate HMB production significantly. For a more balanced option, turn it into a full meal by adding frozen berries, ground flaxseed, and a handful of spinach, offering a nutrient-dense shake that supports strength, digestion, and inflammation control. For best results, consume whey within 30 minutes of any physical activity, even light walking or household chores. This post-activity anabolic window enhances your muscle's sensitivity to nutrients, helping HMB work more effectively in preserving lean tissue. Whey protein isn't just for athletes. It's a clinical-grade tool that supports aging, well, staying mobile and reclaiming daily strength. Ready for what's next? Let's keep going. Now let's turn to a plant-based ally in the fight against age-related muscle loss: quinoa. Unlike most grains, quinoa is a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids, including a meaningful dose of leucine. This makes it a rare botanical source capable of supporting HMB production, helping preserve lean tissue as we age. What sets quinoa apart isn't just its protein. It's the mineral package it delivers alongside. Each serving provides magnesium, potassium, and phosphorus, 3 nutrients essential for muscle contraction, cellular energy, and recovery, areas where older adults often fall short. Combined, quinoa's amino acids and micronutrients offer a dual-action benefit, protecting muscles from breakdown while supporting function and regeneration. To make quinoa work for you, prepare a large batch at the start of the week as a flexible meal base. For a muscle-supporting breakfast, warm cooked quinoa with milk or a plant-based alternative. Then top with berries, seeds, and a drizzle of honey. For lunch, build quinoa bowls with added protein like eggs, salmon, or grilled chicken, and plenty of colorful vegetables for fiber and antioxidants. At dinner, swap out rice and use quinoa in stir-fries, stuffed bell peppers, or as a base for hearty stews and curries. Quinoa is more than a grain substitute. It's a nutrient-dense, plant-powered foundation that supports muscle health, energy, metabolism, and long-term resilience. Whether you're eating plant-based or omnivorous, this ancient seed deserves a permanent spot on your plate. Ready for what's next? Let's keep going. Your journey towards stronger, more resilient muscles doesn't end here. It truly begins with the choices you make today. By combining HMB with these 12 smart, accessible foods, you're not just fighting muscle loss, you're reclaiming strength, mobility, and independence that age alone should never take away. What makes this approach revolutionary is its simplicity. You don't need an expensive gym membership or complicated routines. These foods work with your body's natural rhythms, supporting muscle preservation even during low-activity days, recovery periods, or everyday living. Start small. Add just 1 or 2 HMB-supporting foods to your routine this week. Maybe it's cottage cheese before bed, eggs in the morning, or quinoa in your lunch bowl. These small, consistent habits create meaningful changes over time. And here's the truth: it's never too late. Whether you're 65 or 85, your muscles can still respond to better nutrition and light movement. With the right support, you can continue doing the things you love, playing with grandkids, gardening, traveling, or simply moving around your home confidently. Muscle strength equals independence, and muscle health is the bridge to a vibrant, connected future. Embrace that truth and act on it. Your body will thank you, not just tomorrow, but for many tomorrows to come. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss future content. And now, I'd love to hear from you. What HMB supporting food will you try first? Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Let's grow stronger together.